Hey, what up, guys? Coming to you today with another. This is the ESPN recap from Saturday, February 20th. Big main event to talk about between Berchelt and Valdez. I'll get into the undercard first, but guys, you like my videos? Show me some love. True Boxing. Give me a like, thumbs down. If you guys don't like what I have to say, leave a comment. I'd love to converse with you guys a little bit. And subscribe to my channel. I've got over 100 subscribers now. I want to keep growing. I love getting the information out there. I'm very passionate about boxing, so show me some love. All right, let's get into the card now. We start with the undercard. Delvin Rodriguez went the distance for his first time. He's taking a tune-up guy, Verone. Not much to say about this one. Rodriguez, it was a one-sided fight. He got a unanimous decision. No surprise there. He keeps moving forward. Got tested though. Fighting, I believe it was his first, or I think it was an 8-rounder or a 10-rounder. Can't remember exactly, but Rodriguez, no surprise, got the win. Keeps moving forward. I don't think a guy taking him to distance is a big deal right now. I don't. He's young in his career. It's going to happen. So, maybe he was overlooking the guy, but nothing in the performance itself overall to say that, he doesn't have what it takes or anything. I don't think we know that until he gets tested. All right, so the other undercard fights start with the middleweight fight. You got Esquivio Falco, whatever you call him, against Arthur Akakov, middleweight showdown. And I was surprised here. Falco dominated Akakov. It was actually competitive for a little bit, and then, he just grinded him down after only 4 rounds, and Akakov's corner threw in the towel. So it was kind of surprising, that Akakov got dominated that way and that he quit in his corner. His corner talked to him and he didn't want to continue. And the nice win for Esquivio Falcao. It's probably gonna throw him into the top 10. It really is. He was undefeated, 27-0, 19 knockouts. Got a decent amount of power. Now he's 28-0 and 20 knockouts. So good win right there. That really. I think this card itself was surprising on all levels. I think people thought Rodriguez was going to knock somebody out. He didn't. I think people thought Falcao and Akakov was going to be better. It wasn't. The whole card's like that, guys. So nice win for Falcao or Falcao, whatever. Nice win for him. And he's in the top 10 going forward. Now we look at the co-feature. Yeah, Gabriel Flores from Stockton, California. Dominated Jason Velez and stopped him. I was surprised by that. Very surprised, and Velez is a tough guy. He hasn't been stopped very much in his career. We know he got stopped against Oscar Valdez, and I'll get to that in a minute in his last fight. But that was in the 10th round of a 10-round fight, so it was right at the end right there. But with Flores to this point being kind of a soft punching fighter, he's 19-0 with only 7 knockouts. He hasn't even won half of his fights by knockout. I did not see a knockout here. And man, he worked him, broke him down, beat him up, and stopped him, and that was impressive, And to me, that even spoke to my prediction on the main event even more, and I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, impressive ass performance by Gabriel Flores Jr. I don't think he busted into the top 10 yet, but this was definitely a statement victory. It was a nice win for him. It gets him like top 15 area in a loaded 130-pound division. The super featherweights are loaded right now, so that was a nice win right there. We'll see if he can get the Andrew Cancillos and guys on that level move up, because Top Rank's got some good pull at 130 right now. So, he works himself towards the end of the year. He definitely could work himself into a big fight. So that was impressive. Nice win for Gabriel Flores on the co-feature. But the main event, man. So, again, what I was saying about Flores right now, the fact that Flores dominated Jason Velez the way he did and knocked him out, and the fact that Valdez fought him last and stopped him in the 10th, but really struggled. He struggled in that fight. He got hit. To me, that just proved my point heading into the championship fight, the main event, that Valdez was not on Berchelt's level. I just didn't see it. And God, man, what a performance by Valdez. This is one of the best performances I've ever seen a fighter have. He dominated Miguel Berchelt. Berchelt, I love Berchelt. He's one of my favorite fighters. So I was looking for moments of Berchelt to finally break him down and bust him up. And Valdez was just beating him to the punch. Like every time Berchelt would bully him into the corner or into the ropes to try to land, Valdez was just beating him to the punch. He was hitting him with the lead right. He was switching the southpaw to right hand. I mean, he was just working Berchelt. And then Berchelt, after he got hurt badly early, and looked like he almost got stopped. And he might have should have been stopped too. He was really hurt early in the fight. It looked like middle rounds, fifth, sixth, seventh, Berchelt was coming back. He was coming back. I'm not saying he won every round. I thought he won at least two of those rounds, but it looked like he was coming back into the fight. And then, yeah, I mean, I believe I had it. It might have been 6-2, 6-3 after nine, and it just didn't look good headed into that 10th round for Berchelt. Berchelt looked tired. He looked like he was beaten up, and he was lunging in with that punch, and man, Valdez landed a wicked fucking left hand right on the button and just laid him out. Face plant knockout win for Oscar Valdez. And if you guys see my icon for my page, it's Marquez's faceplant knockout of Manny Pacquiao. Those are some of my favorites. Sergio Martinez's faceplant knockout of Paul Williams. Those are some of the best knockouts. Where the guys just fall and he can't defend himself falling forward onto his face. And this one was scary. This was a scary knockout by Valdez. I mean, what a fucking knockout. He landed just a beautifully timed left hand, and it just landed flush. And Berchelt went face down, and what a victory for Oscar Valdez. He broke down the best fighter at 130. I mean, the guy who had owned the division. Maybe Berchelt, on paper has been the best. It's arguable that Gervonta Davis is there, but Valdez, man, what a performance. He's undefeated. He's got the title now. And, I know I talk shit about Valdez, and I'll get into this more, but he's already called out Shakur Stevenson, which I'm surprised. I'll get into that more when I discuss his what's next. But this was a fucking great performance. This was a bigger win than Ryan Garcia's win over Luke Campbell. This is the biggest win of the year so far. This was one of the best matchups going in. Excuse me. But what a win for Oscar Valdez. This was impressive, guys. You should really take the time to appreciate Oscar Valdez, not just for the knockout, but for the full-on breakdown and beatdown of Miguel Berchelt, a truly great fighter. If you guys did not know Miguel Berchelt prior to this, he had been champion for 4 years and beaten former champions and dominated everybody that got in the ring with him, and good fighters. And, all praise to Oscar Valdez for this win. We'll talk about his what's next. We'll talk about Miguel Berchelt's what's next by the weekend, early next week. And just impressive performance by both guys. I mean, by Valdez, and a lot of heart shown by Berchelt to take a beating like that and to keep coming back before finally falling on his shield. So impressive performance. Go back and watch it if you guys didn't get a chance to see it, because that was a historic win. It was a nice win for Valdez, and it was really good. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.